Hello and welcome to Box Free with Stephanie. Today I want to show you how to make some basic foods with simple ingredients from scratch. And I hope you discover cooking box free is fast and delicious. So let's cook together. Today we're going to make cranberry brie bites because it's kind of the fall season and Thanksgiving, and people are always thinking about cranberry dishes when it's Thanksgiving time. So I'm gonna make half of my cranberry bites with brie and the other half with cream cheese. So I'm gonna just start cooking. Right now I have my little pan warming up here because I'm going to toast some almonds. But I am going to start cutting cubes of brie cheese, which I don't know how much I'll need. I think about that many. And I know with brie you can keep this kind of hard stuff on, but when it's in like this baked dish, I just don't like it on there. I don't know why. I feel like it doesn't melt as nice, and I don't know, you don't really need that. Brie is already kind of like a very distinct taste. So the other reason I like to do cream cheese is because if you don't like brie, then you just do it with cream cheese and you get the same thing. Although I must say, if with cream cheese, it's way more like dessert or something, where this is like the brie makes it like a savory dish, and then the cream cheese makes it like dessert, in my opinion. So I'm going to try to do 12 of each. So I'm just going to make these little cubes. I don't know how big they are, 1/4 of an inch or something. This one's going to be kind of a monster one, but that's okay. And I just, wait, am I not going to have enough here? Oh my gosh, I swear to God, I cannot do math when I have the camera going. Okay, so I need 4, 4, and then 4. Yeah, okay, so I am doing math. I don't know. Yeah, I only need 12 of these and then 12 of these. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's it. All right. And then I'm going to do some with this, but I kind of want this off of here. Okay, and now this is really hot, so hang on, I'm gonna skip ahead, and for these I've kind of done some prep already, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. So this is slivered almonds, 1/2 cup it says, and I'm just gonna do the whole bag because I'm making 24 and I kind of want to have plenty of almonds. So this is my little handy dandy hot pad for a cast iron. So what I'm going to try to do is just shake these like this and get them to toast on this very hot, dry cast iron pan. You can also use a stainless steel. You just don't really want like a non-stick. That I don't think would be your friend. So you don't want to use that, but you can use the stainless steel because not everybody has cast iron. But I'll put that there. Okay, now I'm going to do my math again and see how much I can get this all crazy. So these are a little bit smaller maybe, but that's all right. They don't totally melt because you're only baking them, you know, for like whatever. Oh, that's a really big one. Whee! I'm going to stick that with that one. Yeah, these are a little bit monster, but oh my gosh. We'll see how they look. I don't know. That looks really big. Stick some over there. I don't know. Okay, so that's it. That is my cheese is all prepped up. These are my little mini muffin pans where I'm putting, oh, this cheese is so sticky. Whoops, I forgot I was toasting my almonds. Whew. Anyway, something sticky I was talking about. I don't even know. Okay, then I have my cranberry sauce, which I made yesterday. So this is like hard and cold. This is on the recipe. I think I did a small amount. So I did like 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of water, bring that to a boil, add 1 cup of cranberries, stir it till they all pop, kind of smash them against the side of the bowl until you cook them for like 5 to 10 minutes on a simmer until you think they are kind of all broken down and you can see that it's getting like thicker and jellied almost. And this is my baking powder biscuit dough, which I made a couple hours ago, and I only had half of it left, so I only do half a recipe, I should say, when I make these, because I don't need a whole lot of dough because they're just little bitty bites. So I'm going to roll this out, see if I can do these two things at once. This is a little bit dangerous because see, when your pan gets nice and hot, then you have to almost stir this constantly so that you don't end up like toasting a little too much and getting nice blackened almonds. We don't want blackened almonds, but we do want them toasted. And you don't even have to do this part. If you don't mind just the kind of the simplicity, I'll say, of the slivered almonds that you just get right out of the package, just totally don't toast them. Totally don't toast them. That's a really goofy sentence. But I kind of like it, and I think it's fun to like use my itty bitty cast iron, which I think is adorable. So anytime I get to use this little pan, I try to. So there I go. That's my excuse. And now I'm going to take my baking powder biscuit dough, which is also down below on in the website and the recipe, and I'm going to try to make this very thin. Oops, I can hear them crackling. Okay, these are almost good enough, but not quite. I want this really thin, but I don't want to add like too much flour to make it too dry, but I really don't want it to stick. Okay, I'm doing two things at once. This is a little bit nuts, but I haven't burned my almonds, which is really good because I don't have any more. So I'm putting them on no matter how they turn out. So let's just hope I don't wreck them here. And I'm rolling out my dough. I've never actually made biscuit dough and then not used it right away. So we're trying something brand new today, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. I have no doubt. Food always turns out. Okay, there, that's done. Whew. So now turn this off. So you can see I have some that are very dark. And so they're a little bit brown now, which is the way I want them to look. Except now I need, gonna slide this over here. Ooh, that's so hot. I just lost my spoons. Hang on. Oh my goodness. There it is. Found it. Okay. Hang on. What am I doing here? Huh. Too many things. Put that on there. Slide this over. And my cute little biscuit cutter. Okay. Back to rolling. Now I can focus on my rolling. And did you know heavy rolling pins are just really the ticket, because then they kind of do the, like this is really heavy, and then you don't have to push quite so hard because this thing is like already really heavy, and then it makes for easier rolling. And this one is like a marble one. You know, there's a lot of wooden ones, and that's just fine, but I'm not sure they're as heavy. But they work just fine, whatever you have. You can also use a jar. If you have a big jar, you can use that. Okay, is that going to be enough? Yeah, we'll make it work. So what I'm doing, this is like a little 2-inch thing, which kind of fits perfectly. So I'm really hoping I have just the perfect amount of biscuits when I cut them all apart. So this is going to be a little tedious. So I'll show you what I'm going to do, and then I'll come back to it. So you just go around and you make all these adorable itty bitty biscuits. And then you place them in your pan, and they barely fit, okay, but that's what you're going for, because I like these to be truly just one biters. I have the next size up. See, they like go inside of each other, and you can do that. And then they are much bigger, and when you push them down, they actually like fill around the whole edge. But then when you eat them, hang on, I can smell my thing still toasting. When you eat them, then they're a 2-biter because there's so much dough to it. So I prefer to do just these itty bitty ones, and they're just kind of loaded, but they are a 1-biter. So I'm going to continue this whole thing and come right back to you. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I have filled my 24. I've got some leftovers, so I'm just going to certainly not throw this away. I'm either going to bake these and then make something else. Maybe I'll just make little biscuits out of these. But this is my leftover, so I'll just throw that there for now. Okay, so then I also try to make sure that they're kind of centered, like these two, and this one is a little bit just itty bitty one. So I just try to pull it up and make sure that it's not gonna like slide out. I guess if it's like that, then I feel like there's not as much dough on that side, and I don't want my stuff to fall out. And of course I could feel when I was cutting them all that sometimes I had, these seem really big, oh my gosh. Sometimes I had, I had very thick dough and then I had very thin dough. So, and that's just fine because I'm rolling them out by hand. So that's how it's going to be. But I don't like how big this brie is. You know, like I just kind of cut and think like, yep, that looks good. So my cutting was off today. I thought they looked big, right? But I need to have enough room in my itty bitty bites here for some cranberries and some nuts. And so I don't really want like this giant thing of brie and then there's no room for anything else. But we're gonna just go with it, and we're gonna see if these are also too big. These will be too big also. Okay, so you really need them like the size of your pointer finger. You don't want the size of a thumb, which most of these are, like the size, look, I mean, even that one's the size of my thumb, and that's probably a little bit too big. So if I was a real professional chef, I would probably tell you exactly what size to make yours. But I just wing it because it's kind of fun. And so you just wing it. You just say, yep, looks good. That looks perfect. And then it'll be totally fine. I really think that they will taste just dandy. Okay, and then all this little cheese, maybe I'll just take that dough. I'm gonna take that dough and like roll it out and make kind of like a big one that I can just cook like in one of each. That would be fun. Okay. Plus, see, it's fun to have like a little challenge like that to like use up your extras, and it'll be just fine. All right, so now, I was gonna try to get these on a plate. They are probably crazy hot. Let's see here. I think I'm just gonna make some room. I just have to be able to grab them, and I don't really want them to be like steaming hot from the pan. So, not sure this is going to be a good idea to put them on with my cheese, but I just did, so okay. So I have 1 cup of cranberries, and let's hope it's enough. I have these itty bitty dessert spoons that I got from my friend Nicole, and I'm going to just, that's a lot. See, like this is just a guesstimate, kind of like, this is a recipe that goes by looks. And if you like your things to be jam-packed full of food, then you're going to think these look just perfect. Okay, I have discovered that if I can keep the cranberries in the crust, then they don't stick to the pan as much. So I'm just going to continue this little task and save you the bother of watching me do this 24 times. So we will be right back. Okay, I'm almost done, so I'm going to show you my last 4. So this half is my cream cheese, this half is my brie. The brie doesn't generally really melt very much, and either does the cream cheese. So it should look almost the same when I pull it out of the oven. What was I going to say? That this is a really good thing to do to use up your leftover cranberries, because you never know how much cranberry sauce you're going to need. And I've also decided that this is probably like what a good hefty teaspoon, or a teaspoon. Like I'm putting about like that much in each one. So I could call that a teaspoon, right? Oh, this one doesn't hardly have any. So you can kind of glob it on there if you want or not. And then I'm looking to see, like this one's along the edge. I don't know, I think that looks absolutely perfect. We're gonna call it just perfect. Dandy. And these are really fast and kind of easy in my opinion. I mean, just tedious. Okay, so now I'm just going to, these really are hot. Wow. Okay, good thing I didn't keep them in the pan. They're plenty hot as it is. So I kind of load them up with these nuts because I have half a cup and I'm not going to really need all of them, which will be great to put on like a salad or something tomorrow. what's my point? You don't have to use almonds. I think the original recipe I saw called for pistachios, and I don't like to cook with things I don't generally have in my house, which I guess is actually kind of goofy. I should like expand my horizons and buy some pistachios, but I just don't. I didn't, because I kind of have these almonds in my house half the time, let's say. So that's why I'm doing almonds. So pistachios with the green would look super cute with that red and green. But I'm just going to miss out on that whole cute factor, I guess, and just go with regular almonds. But you see, if I didn't have them toasted, they'd be very pale, and then they would look like too white, in my opinion. So there they are. Okay, so I'm going to throw these in. My oven is already at 425, and I'm going to do like 8 minutes, and then we'll come back and check on them. Okay, we'll see in a minute. Okay, so I have decided to just kind of make these little dough things out of my extra dough. I rolled it out again, and then I thought that I was going to be able to like go over the edge and kind of make this beautiful little wonton type thing. Like, I don't know what you would turn over, I don't know, something where it was sealed. Okay, that's not working. This was my first try. So now because I don't have another like mini muffin pan, I'm just making these kind of whacked out leftovers in like a little boat. I don't even know what you're calling. I don't know. They're just these things. And so I was hoping to have the almonds like on top and be all sealed up, but it's not really going to work. So here we are, just totally winging it just to use up my dough, because I just can't seem to throw it away, which does seem silly. So now I have these really bizarre little cranberry bites. We're going to try to get them to seal closed. This is my monster one. I had to like, you know, I kept rolling and re-rolling, and I just felt like it was getting too, I don't know, just I wasn't going to roll anymore, so I just grabbed them all. Okay, so these are going to be really wacky, but still totally edible and just fine. They're just going to ooze out, I think, all over. I can hear in my oven the cranberries already like oozing out, and that's fine too. So, but I just couldn't sit and not do anything with them all. So, and now my almonds are all over the pan. That's going to be a real bummer to clean up, because they're going to kind of get all over. Oh, how am I going to do this? I'm going to just stick those over here. Okay, so let me just take a peek at my ones in the oven. Woo! I think they're almost done. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this up, and then I'll throw this pan in. I don't like to cook 2 pans at once if I don't have to in the oven, because when you have 2 layers of cookie sheets, they just don't get the same heat from the top and the bottom. So then I oftentimes try to like rotate them halfway through. So this will be better to just do a little bit, the one and then the second one. Okay, so here we go. These are like my, what do they look like? I don't even know. They look like a shellfish or something. What am I trying to think? Like an oyster or those, I don't even know. I can't think of it. That's okay. All right, so now I have to get ready for my thing to come out of the oven. I gotta wash my hands. Okay, we're gonna pull them out and you're gonna see what they look like. All right, I'm gonna put this on there, move that over. Oh, they are so cute. These are like really big bites. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm not going to eat one right now because I want them to stay in the pan a little bit. So look at like this one and these, they're all just like exploding practically with this brie. So the brie is very yellowy and buttery, and then the cream cheese stays white. So I prefer them to be served warm, but you can like cool them and serve them the next day or in 6 hours or whatever. So I should try to take one out at least so we can at least see what they really look like. But I don't know, I think they're just super cute. They're so fun. And they're still really delicate here. Because there's, whoopsie, oh, don't tip it upside down. That's what you don't want to do. Okay, then I'm going to stick my little almonds back in there. See? Isn't that just so adorable? Oh my gosh. I don't use my muffin pan, my mini muffin very often anymore, but when I do, they're so cute. So these are your cranberry brie bites or cranberry cheese bites if you just do cream cheese. So again, these are going to be very dessert-like. These are going to be more savory. A little bit of each. Okay. Thank you very much for watching Box Free with Stephanie. I hope you like the show. I hope you try some cranberry bites, brie bites, cheese bites, and your family thinks they're pretty yummy. And then you can make little whacked out ones too. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, and I will see you next time. Bye.